Today I want to continue our talk on how energy affects your actual physical health, how it's all connected, your mind, emotions, and physical body. How does the energy that's in your mental field, emotional field, actually enter into your physical body? So let's take a look here. I have to excuse my artwork, but I'll do the best I can. Here's this little guy here. Happy face because he drank some Valaqua water. All right, now around every person is an energy field. This is called your aura. You can actually photograph it with Kirlian photography. Depending upon your mood or emotion will determine the colors in your aura. And the photography actually picks that up. Now, when you start to get stressed out, right? Most doctors would tell you that stress causes most disease. Why? Because stress puts your energy fields in a contracted state. So they literally start to expand inward or contract inward instead of expanding outward. That goes into your physical body via what they call the chakra system. There's actually 7 major chakras that I'll make little stars here. You can see the chakras, and then the bottom one, right about there. So this is how energy from your mental and emotional fields will actually enter into your physical body. This is a fact. Now, if you're in a contracted state, your cells will actually start to contract. Science has proven this because you can actually, obviously, you can look at cells in an electronic microscope. You can see a diseased cell. A diseased cell starts with dis-ease in your mind in the form of stress or worry. So the point I'm trying to make here is this. If we're truly going to be healthy, we have to take responsibility for our health. We have to take responsibility for our thoughts, and we also have to take responsibility for our emotions. You can eat the greatest foods on the planet. You can drink the purest water. But if your heart is filled with impurities, if your emotions are filled with impurities, if you're contracted in your emotional field, you're going to get sick. We must deal and we must understand with cause and effect. The mind, then the emotions are the causal level, and the effect is disease in the body. So we must, for true health and for understanding the wholeness of a being, of a person, you must understand how all this works. So again, everything has a vibration. When you're heart-centered, you're emitting a very high vibration. And that's being reflected in your aura, or what I call your auric armor. Because when you start to contract your aura, you actually start to make openings in it that allow lower vibrating energies, whether they're a person, a bacteria, a virus, it doesn't matter. Everything's energy, right? So if you're lowering your field and you're starting to create gaps in your field, then your armor or your personal energetic force field is coming down. That has now made you vulnerable to sickness. So again, the point we're trying to make here, be responsible, be heart-centered, understand how everything is energy, everything has a frequency, and the highest frequency is staying centered in the heart and emitting that unconditional loving vibe. You know, it's like when you go in a room, if you're ever in a room with a lot of people, and then someone comes into the room and they're just in a contracted state, they might not be a really great person. You'll pick up on that vibe. You might say, I really don't like the vibe of that person. Or if someone's very centered, joyful, you're going to want to be around that person because you're picking up their vibration. You know, I had a Mustang horse that I trained. And Mustang horses in the wild, they can actually, through picking up vibration, through sniffing, they can tell the difference between a poisonous plant and a plant that's not poisonous. One of the tests that we actually tell people to do with their Valaqua water systems is do your pet test, right? So you take a bottle, a dish of tap water, and then you take a dish of Valaqua water, put them down, see where your dog goes to drink. Every time they'll go to the Velaqua water. Why? Because they're sensing, dogs, right? They sniff. They do everything with their nose. They pick up vibration. Vibration is energy. They can pick up the energy and they can tell based upon the vibration if that is good for them or if it's not good for them. So with that being said, just that reminder, stay centered in your heart and go out throughout your day and have fun. Be balanced.